Press that button, and I think we're live. I don't know what's just come up there. Oh, that's me watching the video back. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Apologies for the rough intro, and welcome to a 3-player learning, playthrough, review, discussion, anything we want. We can talk about whatever we want. This is Ginkgopolis. People have been telling me for the last 6 or 7 years that this is a very, very good game, and I really should get to play it. And finally, it's happening. So thank you very much to everybody who is joining live. If you are watching this live, please let us know. Kelly's in the chat. I don't know how many other people are here. But none of us know how to play this game. So just a word of warning. If you are tuning in to listen to one of Paul's amazing tutorials where he teaches the game absolutely perfectly with no errors, this is not going to be it. Well, it might be, because we're going to be reading through the rulebook. So none of us know how to play. If you don't like that kind of video, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week. But if you want to watch 3 people learn how to play a game, off we go. Now, I did an unboxing video of this back in December 2020. I've been wanting to play it. Pete, do you want to read the rules?
French.
Yeah.
Okay.
The good question is, where are the English rules? So I've not opened this box.
Les joueurs sont des urbanistes.
Do we have the English rules? I don't think we do. Maybe they sent me a French version of the game.
How good's your French, Rob?
Okay, we're going to have to go online, and there's a good start, isn't it? We are going to have to go online. We don't have the English rules, so bear with us a minute. What's odd is that this is in the GridCon library, and clearly nobody's borrowed it out of the GridCon library.
There's not English rules inside there somewhere, is there?
Don't think so. I'm looking at the box, and the box is French on the back.
Okay.
So
not buried underneath.
No, I vaguely remember, because unfortunately Pearl Games are no longer in existence.
Oh.
Pearl Games sent me this about 2.5, 3 years ago, and I remember them saying at the time, I now remember them saying at the time that we've only got a version in French. Is that okay? And I said, yeah, that's absolutely fine, because I'll just get the rules off BGG. So I really hope the rules are on BGG, because otherwise this is going to be a very short stream. We've got the Polish rules. Any of you speak Polish?
How's your Polish, Rob?
Well, it's the second most spoken language in the UK. But
Yeah.
We've got the German rules. Anybody speak German?
9.
mein Deutsch ist schlecht.
Well, this will be fun. Let me just see if we've got John's teaching aid, whoever John is. We've got the player aid sheet. We've got the gameplay and rules summary. We've got the player aid and setup guide. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. Does anybody know where the English rules are for this game? If they do, please let me know in the chat. Ginkgopolis English rulebook. I didn't see it in the files area. Okay, found it. I found it. We have rules.
Well done.
Right, okay, are we ready?
Phew.
So I'm going to be doing the reading out.
Okay.
If you two can be
Translate.
doing the components and stuff.
Yep.
I should probably just print this out. That would be easier, wouldn't it? Because I'm going to have to print it out at some point. But let me download it.
Resolution des actions. I guess it's
Resolving the actions. There you go.
right. Yes.
Choix d'une carte. Choose a card. We don't need.
There you
We
go.
don't need.
We don't need the English rules.
Choose and cut.
Play a card.
Well, yeah.
Still one card.
Yes. Yes.
Right. File. Print. This is not a sponsored video, by the way, for 2 reasons. One, because I wouldn't do this kind of video as a sponsored video. And second, because Pearl Games are unfortunately, sadly, no longer with us. So big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel. And let's shrink this. Let's print on both sides. No, we don't want to print on both sides because it is an inkjet printer and it will... No, we'll print... No, we won't print it on both sides.
My prints would have a nervous breakdown if I tried to do that.
Yeah, so we're just going to print it out. Right, in the meantime, I will read the intro. So that we get the full impact of the game. Right, okay, 1 to 5 players from 13 years up, and it says 45 minutes. So we'll be here for a couple of hours, I think. It's 2212 is the year. Ginkgo biloba, the oldest and strongest tree in the world, has become the symbol of a new method for building cities in symbiosis with nature. Humans have exhausted the resources that the earth offered them, and humanity must now develop cities that that maintain a delicate balance between resource production and consumption. However, habitable space is scarce, and mankind must now face the challenge of building ever upwards. To develop this new type of city, you will gather a team of experts around you and try to become the best urban planner for Ginkgopolis. So that's what we're doing. Did any of us have any idea that this game was set in the future?
No,
I did not at all. Right, we have an overview and goal of the game. So in Ginkgopolis, you are urban planners who build and operate the buildings of the city in order to gain as many success points as you can. Each round, each player simultaneously chooses an action by each selecting one card from their hand. A card played by itself permits you to operate one building in the city, while a card played with a building tile permits you to construct a new building and operate one or more adjacent buildings. Actions are then resolved in turn order. At the end of the game, the player who accrues the most success points wins the game. Right, important elements of the game. Resources. So I've got an image of hexagonal pieces in 5 different colours.
Some hexagonal pieces.
Blue, grey, orange, cream and green. Well, there's no blue ones there, but the black ones, I guess. Okay. So those are the resources. These resources are necessary to construct and utilise buildings. They are in the player's colours and are also used to identify the owner of a building. So we probably want to choose colours that show up well.
We need to sort out groups of...
I think we probably need to sort them out, yeah.
So probably just need to get rid of green, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think get rid of green. I think maybe black, orange and pink.
Okay.
I think they're probably good colours to use. Let me just check that the printer's printing. You want to carry on reading? Let's drag that over.
Okay.
We were on building cards.
Building cards. Each building card is associated with a building tile. But these are going to be the building cards then. When played, the building card designates the building of the city whose topmost tile displays the same colour and the same number. So this looks like it's going to be a building card. Picture of some buildings on it and
So
a number in the
It's
top
a yellow
corner.
5, is it?
Whose topmost tile. So is that the tile? Are these the tile? No, it's these are the tile. These are the building tile. So that's a building card. That's a building card.
We have the power of physical printouts.
Wow.
We have a rule book.
That's a building tile.
Snowy Sister says, first time you've caught a live stream. I don't normally do streams like this. This is a little bit special, a little bit different. I have done these streams before, but the last time I did a stream like this was probably about 2 years ago. So what have I missed? We've got building cards and building tiles.
That's as far as we got.
Yeah. Oh, right. Did you read anything out about them?
No, I just found them.
Okay. So building cards. Each building card is associated with a building tile. So that's got a 5 on it, yellow 5. So there's probably a yellow 5 building tile. Right.
Yeah.
When played, the building card designates the building of the city whose topmost tile displays the same colour and the same number. Sure. Okay. Building tiles, which is these. The building tiles represent the buildings that the players can build. A tile is characterised by its colour and number. Each tile is unique. Several tiles can be stacked to form a single multi-storey building. In such a case, the topmost tile defines the building's colour and number. The number of floors in a building is always equal to the number of resources present on the building. Right, okay. Red buildings are production buildings, which you can utilise to gain resources. Blue buildings are offices, which are academic, analysis, research, etc. They are instrumental in developing real estate projects. You can use them to gain building tiles. Yellow buildings are buildings for daily life, housing, commerce, leisure. You can utilise them to gain success points. Okay, so red ones get you resources. Blue ones get you building tiles, and yellow ones get you points. Right. Urbanization tokens and cards. That's these. So urbanization tokens are situated on the outskirts of the city. They designate the ground on which new buildings can be constructed. Each urbanization card is associated with an urbanization token. So presumably there are cards that match these. There you go. Okay, got them. Character cards. We have another type of card called the character card. Right, don't need that. Each player begins the game with 3 characters. In the introductory game, and I would suggest we play the introductory game because it's our first game, players take a predetermined set of cards. The Bio City Planners, which are yellow, they help you gain success points. Yep, same as the buildings. The Bio Engineers, blue, help you in project design, which is gaining building tiles. And the Biotechnicians, red, produce and recycle resources. So the colours of the characters do the similar things to the colours of the buildings.
So
right.
One of each, was it?
Page 1 down. I don't know yet.
Oh.
Right, setup. Randomly place the 9 building tiles, numbered 1, 2, and 3, 1 for each colour, to form a 3x3 square. So we need the 1, 2, and 3 in each of the colours.
But not green.
No, the red, green.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to put a green banner on the left-hand side for the chat. Is that one? There you go. Do we think orange instead of that? Yeah, I think orange.
The green. Or
Hmm?
we need green back.
We're just 3 players.
Okay.
I'll be black.
Okay. Which one? Orange or pink?
Go on, give me orange.
Thomas is in the chat, says that Carnegie is his favourite game of last year. Ditto. And this is by the same designer. We just worked out actually before we started that this designer has designed 8 games, and after today I will have played 7 of them. So they get randomised and placed in a 3x3 grid.
I think one of his games was in the top 10, in my top 10.
Right, okay.
Troyes or Trois.
Yep.
It's a very nice game, I think, anyway.
Right. The rest of the building tiles, once you've done that, Pete, they get shuffled and placed in a face down. Well, it says in face down piles, but we remove 6 of them at random into the. So flip them all face down, and then we shuffle them and we remove 6 at random without looking at them. That's because we're playing 2 or 3 players. So during the game, all the building tiles the players gain will be taken from these piles, known as the general supply. So shall I take 6 out?
Yep.
So they're gone.
There's a comment that's saying your video is behind the green chat box.
Oh, my video is behind the green chat box. Thank you. Which means I've disappeared. Oh, I know why that is. Do I know why that is? Yes, I do know why that is. Let me sort that out. There you go. That needs to come there. That needs to come there. That needs to come there. Oh, but then that's there. Yeah, that's all. That's messed that up, hasn't it? Right, bear with us a minute. Let me fix this. We have the technology on the fly live editing. In fact, we can get rid of that. We don't need that. And if I just move that up, it's moving up slowly but surely. Too far. Too far. Right. Anyway, I'll carry on. Right, I'll carry on while that's moving up. Put the success points, which I guess are these. Are we still moving up? We're still moving up. And the construction site pawns. It's got to be those, hasn't it? I think that's the construction site points. They just go somewhere. Right. Form a deck. Oh, place the 12 urbanization tokens in alphabetical order according to the illustration below. So we want to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. So yeah, basically alphabetical order around there. What have I missed? No, we're going to form a deck by shuffling together the 12 urbanization cards A to L. There we go. So we need the other 11 urbanization cards, wherever they are.
Just let me here. Here we are.
They get shuffled, placed in a face down deck. Oh, and the 9 building cards that correspond to the starting buildings. So all of the cards numbered 1, 2, or 3.
Same decks.
I think so. It says form a deck by shuffling together those 12 cards and the 9 building cards that correspond to these.
Okay.
Shuffle them, make a deck, and then in a 3-player game, we discard the first 7 cards face up next to the deck. Probably keep these. And we'll zoom in for a bit as well. Once we've worked out what goes where, we will very likely zoom in a bit more. But I guess we're going to be building around this. Okay, so yeah, we shuffle them, put them face down, and then we discard the top 7 cards. Right, sort the building cards numbered 4 to 20 by colour and then ascending order. Wow. Okay. Make 3 stacks with these cards, 1 for each colour. Are most of them in order anyway? That would be handy. Each player chooses a colour and places the resources of that colour in the general supply. In a 3-player game, we want 20 resources each. 10, 15, 20. So out of your 25 resources, just get rid of 5 of them. During the game, all the resources the players will gain will come from the general. Right, so these actually, they're not ours to start with. Okay. Oh, God. There you go. So that's the general supply.
Missing the 5 of red.
5 of red. Yeah.
There it is.
So, back to the building cards. Sort the building cards, numbered 4 to 20, by colour and by ascending order. Make 3 stacks with these cards, 1 for each colour. So that's the 7 discarded cards, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think put the here. Other way. And even though Pearl games are no longer with us, I'm sure you can get this game somewhere. This is the 2nd edition of the game. Can't quite remember what they changed between editions. Each player receives a screen. Are they colour-coded? They are. Oh, I'll have that one. Orange. Pink. Yeah, right. So we each get a screen. Each player starts the game with 3 character cards. So in the introductory game, it says each player receives a random set of 3 character cards that are identified by the same number. In the normal game, you draft your characters. So there is a drafting once you know the game.
Yeah, it's available on various
websites.
online.
You can buy it, yeah.
Yeah.
Place your 3 character cards in front of your screen. So each player receives 4 character cards from which you choose 1, keep it secret.
Did it not say
Oh, character cards.
there was a set at the beginning.
Well, I thought so, but it says in the introductory game, each player receives a random set of 3 character cards that are identified by the same number.
Oh.
So do the characters have numbers on them? They do.
Some of them do. Some of them do.
Right. It's up to a 5-player game. So there's probably... Oh no, that's got number 6 on it.
Yeah, I think it's going to give you a set.
So it says here in the example, because this is an introductory game, each player takes a set of 3 character cards. Nell receives the number 2 set of cards. So I don't know how we determine which set we get, or who is Nell.
You can be Nell.
I don't know.
Well, how many different numbers are there? Have they all got numbers on?
There seem to be 6 sets.
4, 5, 6. There's 6 sets, presumably 1 for each player in a 6-player game.
It's only 5.
Oh. That's just really, that was my theory.
Are there characters without numbers on?
There are.
Okay.
It's just a different. You can randomly determine who gets what, and there's just 6 possibilities.
All right.
Maybe.
I am number 1. Go. They're probably all the same.
Rob is also number 1.
I think they're
Number 6.
they're different. Well,
4.
Number 4. Right.
or different colour for each.
Place your character cards in front of you. I need to shuffle along a bit. We might need to zoom out a little bit, but if you keep them on screen for now, Rob.
Yep.
Let's pop them here. We're zoomed in quite a bit. In the top left of each character card, icons indicate how many items
They are
the
different.
character gives you for selecting it. Take these items and place them behind your screen. So everything you receive in the game goes secretly behind your screen. So if there is the red thing, that's one of your resources. So I get 4 resources. I don't know what the other stuff is. There's like yellow stuff and blue stuff. Well, yellow is points and blue is building tiles. So let's have a look. It says building tiles, resources and success points. Take these items and place them behind your screen. So I don't know how you take a building tile unless it's probably from here, I guess. So I'm gonna take 2 building tiles. I assume I can look at them. And I've got two yellow things, which is points. So I've got 2 points.
I've got 3.
Right.
I'm winning.
We recommend keeping your character cards per column, depending on the icon to the left of the arrow. Oh, okay, so that you stack similar abilities, I guess. I'll keep an eye on the chart in case we get stuck. Somebody can help us out. Zachary's in, says he loves this game. Yeah, we'll see how we get on. Now, there is an example. Nell receives the number 2 set of cards. The 3 cards she got enable her to start with 4 resources, 2 tiles, and 2 success points.
Yeah.
Now, she's also got...
This is now.
Oh, we need 2 new hand tokens.
Oh.
These go behind your screen. Right, I don't think we need those. That'll be for a 5-player game. So we don't need those. We don't need those. Who was the last player to have planted a tree?
I don't think I've ever planted one.
I cut one down.
Right, let's roll the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start player is me. I get that. Right.
Are we going to need these?
I'm not sure if we need them. Oh, unselected character cards are returned to the box. Oh, so it's literally just these 3. And we never get any more?
What's the rest of these?
I don't think we use them. They'd be for the advanced game when you shuffle them all and you draw 4 and you draft them.
Okay.
Oh, and then all players simultaneously reveal there. So if you're drafting them, you don't... Yeah, you all reveal them simultaneously. Right. Page 3. Playing the game. The game is divided into a variable number of turns, but each turn has 3 steps. First, choose a card. Second, resolve actions. 3, prepare for the next round. So, step 1, everyone chooses this step simultaneously. Look at your hand of 4 cards. Have I missed something? We don't have a hand of 4 cards. What have I missed?
The bit where we get
Here. The player who most recently planted a tree receives the first player card. They deal 4 cards from the deck to each player. So that's this.
that's the deck.
Thank you.
That's not leaving many cards. Right, so as we were, first thing you do is you choose a card. So simultaneously, look at your hand of 4 cards, choose one and put it face down in front of your screen. This card can be played by itself or it can be played with a building tile, depending on the action you wish to perform. If you are playing a tile with it, select the tile behind your screen. Select the tile behind your screen and place it face down on the card that you played. So you can either do that or you can do that. Right? Place the 3 unused cards face down in front of your screen. If you have the first player card, put it on top of your unused cards so that the first player is easily identifiable. I don't know whether that's important or not, but that's what we're supposed to be. Right. Now, it now tells us about this. This is a new hand token. Twice in the game, you may discard a new hand token to discard all 4 cards and draw 4 new cards. You must announce, I am getting a new hand, and if several players want to get a new hand during the same round, they do so in the order they announced it. Changing hand does not prevent a player from playing their turn normally. Each of these is worth 2 points at the end of the game if you don't use it. Now, we don't have 4 new cards in the deck. That's the little bit I'm confused about.
So we don't shuffle these in, no.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it was 21 cards, and because we're playing 2 or 3 players, we discard the first 7. So that leaves 14. 4 each, leaving 2 in the deck. So I have no idea how you get a new. If anybody, that's our first rules question. If anybody knows the answer,
Come on, Zachary, help us out here.
help. That's a bit confusing. Anyway, once we've all revealed our card. Starting with the first player, then proceeding in clockwise order, each player reveals their chosen card and tile, if you chose one, and then you resolve the corresponding action. The action is defined entirely by the type of card, which is urbanization or building. So your card is either got a letter on it or it's got a building on it, and whether the card has been played on its own or with a tile. So if you play the card by itself, and I'm just going to show this as an example. If I played that card by itself, I either take a resource from the supply or I take a tile. So all of the urbanization cards are the same. If instead I played that card, that is a building card, and if you only play a building card, then you operate the city building designated by the card. So that's that one, because that is red 2. So if I play this card on its own, I'm activating that building. I operate the city building designated by a card, and then I gain items indicated by the colour of the card. So if it's a red card, you get resources, blue card, you get tiles, and a yellow card, you get points. The number of items you gain is determined by the height of the designated building. For each floor, you get 1 item. So this is a 1-floor building, so it generates 1 resource. This will generate 1 building tile, this will generate 1 point. So it's nothing to do with the number on it, it's the height of the building. And we do have the other camera all set up and ready to go for when we need the height. Zach missed the question. If it's about how cards are added, well, I'm assuming more cards will be added to this deck, but right now, if we were to use one of these tokens to get a new hand, it says we draw 4 new cards, but we don't have 4 new cards in there. So I don't know what happens when it runs out. Anyway, the third thing says, if you have any cards with an exploiting bonus in your area, I'm hoping it will explain that in a minute, you receive the items specified by the cards. These bonus cards are character cards obtained early in the game or cards earned through constructing a floor action. And then step 4, after resolving the action, place the card in the discard pile. So we'll need to go through that bit again. If you have any cards with an exploiting bonus, I don't know what an exploiting bonus is. We'll come back to that in a minute. But there is an example. For example, Faye played the red 7 by itself. So she uses the red number 7 building, which is a 2-floor building. So she gains 2 resources from the general supply and puts them behind a screen. Faye has 2 cards with an exploiting bonus in her area. The first allows her to gain a tile, while the second grants her 1 success point, and then she discards the card. We'll see what exploiting bonus is later on. Right. That's if you play a card by itself. Next, if you play an urbanization card, like that, but with a tile, then what you do is you find the urbanization token that corresponds to the card, is that one, and you replace it with this tile. So basically you're building this building there.
Yep.
You then place a resource from behind your screen onto the tile to mark that you own that building.
Yep.
And you also place a construction pawn on the site to indicate that the corresponding card has not yet been added to the deck. So it's under construction, I think. Step 3, move the urbanization token to an empty space orthogonally adjacent to the new tile. So it can go that way or that way. There is a rare case where there is no adjacent space that's empty, but we'll get that in a minute. If this and any other case, you can move one. Right, okay. Step 4, utilize the buildings orthogonally adjacent to the one that you just placed. So if I was to build this here, I would use that building. So I would gain 1 point because it's height 1. Step 5, if you have any cards with an urbanizing bonus in front of your screen, you receive the bonuses specified on the card. And then step 6, you discard the card. So that's if you play an urbanization card with a tile.
What's the urbanization bonus on these cards?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
There. I think that looks like that.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I'm not sure. The final option is that you play that with a tile, which is constructing a floor, playing a building card with a tile. So when you play a building card with a tile, you are adding a floor by placing the new tile onto the building indicated by the card. So I'm putting this tile onto that building, which is going to completely change that building. This is how it works. Step 1, return the resources present on the building designated by the card to the owner. So if there's pieces on it, the owner gets those pieces back. Which you put behind the screen. If the owner of the building is another player, they receive 1 success point per resource that they get back. But you don't get that if you're building onto one of your own buildings. Then you place the tile on top of the building designated by the card. And the additional costs are, if the number on the tile you are playing is less than the number on the tile you're covering, you must pay the difference in points. So if you put a 4 onto a 5,
costs you 1.
Costs you 1 point. So you don't want to go down in numbers. If the colour of the tile you are playing is different from the colour of the tile you're covering, you must spend 1 resource to the supply. So it costs you a resource if it's a different colour, and it costs you points if it's a lower number. Then you place your resources on the tile, 1 resource per level of the new building. All the resources of any given building will always belong to 1 player, and it will always match the number of tiles on that building. 4. You also place a construction site pawn on it, which indicates that the corresponding card has not yet been added to the deck. 5. If you have any cards with a constructing a floor bonus, that's what that is, then you get that bonus now.
Take a tile.
And then finally, you keep the played card face up in your area. So in this case, you don't discard it, you keep it face up in your area. It gives you a bonus for the rest of the game. So basically, if you cover up the red 2, you gain that red 2 ability, and I stack it
Oh.
there.
So
Right.
you take the card from. It's going to be, where is it?
From your hand.
Oh, from your hand.
From your hand, you play it.
Yeah.
And then on my turn, I reveal it and I say, I'm building over that. So this no longer exists. The red 2 no longer exists. So that card is effectively removed from here, but I get it.
Okay.
So we're going to be building up
Yeah.
player powers as the game goes on.
Okay.
That all makes sense so far. And then there is an example, but I think we've understood it. Right, after we've all done that, we then prepare for the next round. Each player takes the unused cards, including the first player card. Oh, we pass them clockwise. So those 4 cards that you've got, you play one of them. The rest of them get passed to the next player clockwise.
Right.
That's why you put them face down in front of you.
Like drafting.
Yeah, it's a bit like drafting. Then starting with the new player and continuing in player order, each player draws a card from the deck so that you now have 4 cards. So you always have 4 cards to choose from. Right. If at any time the deck is exhausted, now I've got the rules. The first player immediately reconstitutes it in the following way. Shall we read that when it happens? When this runs out, I'll read that bit of text. Right, end of the game. When the supply of tiles is exhausted for the first time, each player can add as many tiles to the game as they wish. Players simultaneously prepare a group of tiles behind their screens, simultaneously reveal all those groups of tiles. You get 1 point per tile revealed, and then all of the revealed tiles are mixed together to form a new general supply. So the first time this runs out, we all may contribute any number of tiles from behind our screen to make new piles, and for each one you do, you get a point.
Yep.
The game ends when the supply of tiles has been exhausted for the second time, or one player has placed all of their resources in the city, so not just taken them from here, but actually placed them all. And the winner is the one with the most success points. So you get the points that you've earned during the game, any points from cards with an end of game bonus, wherever they are, 2 points for each new hand token, and success points according to the player's presence in the districts of the city. So a district is an area of the city formed by at least 2 adjacent buildings of the same colour. So this is a district. This is a district, and this is a district, but this is not a district, and this is not a district. So an isolated building is never considered to be a district. In each district, players compare the number of resources in their respective colours. The player with the highest number gains as many success points as the total number of resources in that district of all colours. Right. So the bigger the district, the more points it's worth. Second place gains as many points as the number of resources of their colour in the district. In case of a tie, the player with the tallest building has the advantage. If still a tie, the player with the tallest building showing the highest number has the advantage. Solo version. Right. So the last thing I think we need to know, or I need to know, is what these cards do. And we do have like an appendix with all of the card bonuses. So, Rob, let's go through yours. That is an exploiting bonus, as is this one. So this card gains you a resource, a success point, or a tile every time you play a card by itself.
Okay.
So whichever type of card it is, if you play it by itself, you get an exploiting bonus. Your middle card is an urbanizing bonus. That is, whenever you choose the urbanize action, which is an urbanization card with a tile, and basically you're putting a tile onto one of those. And the third bonus is this one, which is whenever you construct a floor.
Right.
So that's those, and that's what we've all got.
I haven't got one.
You haven't got that one. But they are all of the bonuses. Now, there are other bonuses that will appear as the game goes on, which we can explain when we get to them.
Okay.
Any questions?
I'm sure some will come up.
I'm sure some come up. Yeah. We have a summary of the setup. So just to clarify, we play over a series of turns or rounds, whatever. we each select a card. We may choose to put a tile on it.
Then we
The remaining cards,
pass.
well, they just go in front of you.
Okay.
Then in player order, we reveal the card and or tile.
Yep.
If it's a card, I can't remember what happens if it's a card. Oh, the card just gets you what's printed on the card. If it's urbanization, you put the tile onto the space and you activate everything that's orthogonal. And if you play a building card with a tile, you're adding it to there, returning the resources that are on there, and you get the card.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we give it a go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So straight away, this looks great.
Yeah.
But we will see. We will see how we get on. We might need some more space, mightn't we?
Yeah, we're going to.
Let's put them off camera. No, in fact, we can put the supply over here so people can see how many are left. Right, so that's the general supply. We've got our cards. We're all good. Right.
Good.
Why have we got 5 cards in hand? Oh, because that was in there. Is that right? Yeah. Right. Okay. So. Oh.
No idea what's best at this point.
No. No. So I am limited with my options.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
We can't see what you... We're going to have to zoom out a bit more, aren't we? Because we can't see what you've played. If you put what you've played there, and Rob, if you put what you've played there.
Oh, so we have to declare.
Yeah. This goes in front.
Okay.
And then the remaining 3 cards, just, yeah.
Right.
Right, so in player order, I'm first. If anybody is still watching, if you haven't switched off yet, let me know what you think. If you don't know how to play the game, let me know what you think of it so far. And if you do know how to play the game, let me know if we've understood it correctly. So I've played D with a red 7. So I'm urbanizing. So that goes there. I missed the bit about adding a card in. I'm sure that happens at the end of the round. So that goes on there. I put 1 resource on it because it's level 1. And I move this to either there or there. So I'm going to move it to there. Is that right? Urbanization card replaces the urbanization token. Orthogonally adjacent buildings give you their resources according to their respective height. So that activates, and I get 1 resource because it's level 1. I get this, so whenever I urbanize, I gain a resource. And then I discard the played card. And I think that's it. Let me just check that end of round thing again. Yeah, preparing for the next round.
So add a card to come from here into...
It's when the deck runs out. So when this deck runs out, for any reason, you look at the number of tiles that have a construction site on them. You find those cards from here.
Right.
You add them to the discard pile. You then shuffle the discard pile, make a new deck, and in a 2 or 3 player game, discard the top 7 cards. So that's the only time when new cards go in, is when that runs out.
Okay.
And nobody's watching. Excellent. It's just us. I say nobody's watching. Nobody's put anything in the chat. So either nobody's watching or everybody's fallen asleep. But hello if you are still watching.
Boom. Wake up.
Yes.
Okay. My go.
Your go. So you reveal the card. So you're urbanizing in I, which is here. So where do you want to move this token to? You can move it to there, or you can move it to there.
I Can't see it makes a difference at the moment. I'm sure it will. I'm moving it to there.
Yeah.
I put my
Resource on there, because
resource
that's
on
yours.
there.
You
My little
activate
building
all
token goes on there,
orthogonal
and
buildings.
I gain.
So that's a building plan. So red is resources, blue is building plans, yellow is points.
Okay.
So you gain a new tile. Oh, people are still watching. Yeah, Mindy says it's a great game. I think Mindy's one of the people that's been mentioning this to me for the last couple of years that I really need to play it. So thank you for keep mentioning it, because I've really wanted to play it.
So is that?
Does mean that my expectations are very high going in.
So if we don't like it, it's all Mindy's fault.
It's all Mindy's fault. Yes, Mindy's fault if we don't like it.
Okay, so is that me done?
And then you discard the played card. Oh, do you get any bonuses for urbanising?
Yes,
you
yes,
do.
I do. I
You
get
gain a resource.
resource, and I get a thingy.
A point.
Point. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Nice. I'm also urbanising.
We're all urbanising.
Urbanising in B.
B.
So I flip this over.
You flip that over and you put it on B. Let me know how big the board is going to get.
So
Building number 16.
there's only one place I can put B. It's in the way of
Yes.
the
Yeah. That's fine. Those piles can go.
Yeah.
Can go there.
Okay. So I've got my marker
And you
on
put
it,
your marker on it. It's level 1.
and
You trigger you trigger the adjacent bonuses, so you get a new tile,
a new tile,
and you get all of your urbanisation bonuses, which is that one, which
That
is
one.
another resource.
another resource. Yeah, and I don't get anything for no. That's
No,
just-
that's only if you've
just-
played the card on its own.
Get a
Yeah.
big pink catch.
Right.
Hmm.
So prepare for the next round. So I give you those.
Thank you very much.
Give you these.
Yeah. We need to draw up, but this needs to be done in order. Each player takes the yeah. Right, starting with the new first player and continuing in player order, each player draws a card from the deck. So you get that one. Rob gets that one.
Yeah.
The deck is now empty. So we need to find red 7, red 16, and blue 9. Okay.
Hello.
They get added. Oh, we got Spider. They get added into the discard pile. We shuffle the discard pile. I've not seen a mechanism like this before. But the way that new buildings
Yeah.
get added, it's really nice.
Interesting, isn't it?
It means that the only cards in here. Oh, we got giant spider in the city. Yeah, the only cards in here are ones that actually exist on there. So we're discarding 7. 7 seems a lot.
Hmm.
4, 5,
So
6.
spiders are harmed in the making of this.
This video. There's the discard pile. There's the deck. I get a card. We now have 4 cards each. We're ready to rock and roll. Stephen's playing it solo tomorrow. Dropped in by accident. Let me know how it goes, Stephen. Drop me a message. Let me know, because I've heard... Oh, we can remove the construction tokens. Yes. I've heard that the solo mode is very good. And I do a lot of solo playthroughs on the channel, so maybe I will do one of those at some point. Initial impressions from me, good. I've just noticed that's probably a summary of the entire rules of the game.
Yeah. So it's not complicated.
No,
Should be.
I think the depth is in the gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Streamlined, clean mechanisms. It's what we want from games.
Absolutely.
Oh boy, what do we do again? Oh yeah. So, can you play a building card on its own? Because there's no bonuses on it. I don't know whether you can.
Don't you get the thing it says at the bottom?
Well, building cards don't have anything in the bottom.
Yeah, yes.
Well,
if you do, it's going to correspond to a tile on the board,
oh, that's it. Yeah, sorry.
and you just then
Yeah,
put
yeah,
it
yeah.
in front of you.
Yeah, and you get what's on that tile.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Okay, yep. Oh, and now we have all sorts of good things going on. Okay. Done. Decision made. Yeah, Mindy's saying all the actions are on the screen. Mindy's all there. And the rulebook was pretty good. My only criticism of the rulebook is that it started introducing terms that weren't then explained. It should have said, don't worry, Paul. Stop worrying. Stop panicking. These will be explained later. Because it kind of told me something as if I was supposed to know what it meant.
So, message to the writers of rule books out there: include the words "Don't worry, Paul." It all makes sense.
These actions will be explained on page 7.
Right, let's do that. Hopefully, in some way, it makes sense.
Just pop it here.
Sorry.
Right. Oh, you're the first player, so off we go.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, and then the other cards, yeah, just
So I'm doing that.
with a
which
tile.
means- Yeah, with a
So
tile.
you're overbuilding.
I am very much so.
Okay,
Putting
so
18 on top
the
of a
colours
2.
are the same, which means you don't have to spend a resource.
Okay.
The number is higher, which means you don't lose a point.
Yep.
The resources on the building that you've just overbuilt get returned to the player, which
Okay.
there was none. That then goes on. You have to put 2 resources on there because that is height 2.
Okay.
So we don't need the 3D camera. I'll put it on anyway. There you go. Yeah, we don't need this because the number of resources on there match. But I don't know. Tell me. Do you prefer this view than the other view? So you have a choice. You can either have normal overhead camera, or you can have fancy overhead camera. Take your pick. Deborah's saying the 3D view. Yeah, I'm thinking the 3D view. I might just need a minute to add the cameras on it, which I can do. Everybody's saying the fancy one. Right, okay. I'll sort that out while you two take your turns.
So having done that and played that card, that one then goes on top of there. And now, and then I get that, which is I get another tile. I've got a sequencing question though.
Yeah.
Which is, if I put that card down, would I get the benefit of the bonus from that card that I've just put down, or would I only get the bonuses from the cards that were already there?
Good question. Don't know the answer. Let me just move that to there, and now, hopefully, yeah, there you go. So the question is, you've claimed that card.
Yeah.
Ah, see what you mean. Yeah.
It doesn't actually
Can you get the
impact
bonus
on
on
me
it, yeah.
this turn because I'm not getting one of these, so it's not going to actually make any difference. To
But
me
it
this turn.
might.
It might have done if I'd done something.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see if somebody
Yeah.
gets an ability. So
Okay.
you need to stack that, I think, with that one.
Really? What, blue on blue?
No, actually, I think you want to stack them like that.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's what it was saying.
Okay. So every time I do that,
Yeah,
I get that, and that.
stack the abilities
Right.
That would
Okay.
make sense.
together. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
So I should really do this, shouldn't I, with my starting cards?
Yeah.
I should put that here.
But Dumpling has answered it. The bonus for the card that you put down doesn't apply until the following turn. There. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dumpling.
We have lots of new people in the chat tonight whose names I don't recognise. So thank you very much for watching. Rob.
So I've just put that one under there.
Yep, that's fine. So every time you play a card on its own, you get those bonuses.
So I'm doing a similar thing.
You're building over blue 3.
Yeah.
With yellow 17. So because you're
Yeah.
using a different colour,
Mhm.
you have to pay a resource.
That was possibly a mistake.
And then you need 2 resources to put on it.
Yeah.
Do you have those resources?
So I spent
Hopefully
one
you do.
resource.
1 resource, yep.
And I need 2 resources. That's unfortunate. Yeah. And then this goes here. And I don't have any bonuses to trigger.
Right.
Just seems quite poor, really. Oh, well,
You don't have any bonuses that trigger.
no, I just played that one.
Oh, except for that one. But
Yeah.
as we've just found out,
Yeah.
bonuses don't trigger on the... Right,
Yeah.
okay. I'm urbanising again. But this time I'm urbanizing here, which means I get to activate that building and that building,
Very good.
which is 2 resources. And that gets discarded.
Do you send that one home to pink?
No, that's only if you overbuild it.
Ah, okay.
So urbanizing, you put that there, you move that, you activate the things. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
End of round.
pass
So
those
you get
on.
those 3. You get those 3. I get your 3. And then we each draw a card from here so that we have 4. It should have been in player order, but it didn't matter because there were enough cards in there.
I did it in previous first players.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Only because there's enough there.
Yeah.
Right, off we go again.
Seems like a good one.
Zach says, don't forget to put your resource and construction token on the urbanized tile. Oh, I forgot to do that. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I built that, didn't I? Right.
What do I do?
I'm getting too excited by the actual game itself.
It's quite neat so far.
It does.
Yeah.
So if you play a card on its own, if it's one of these cards, you get that or that. If it's a building card, you get the building bonus.
Okay, we all good?
No. No.
Grinding of gears going on over that side.
Wondering if you could run out of resources, couldn't you? Pretty
Paul,
quickly?
you missed the bonus.
I've done it.
Oh, you done it.
A bonus? Oh, no, yeah, I missed the bonus. I get another resource. Thank you. Right. Well, I kind of want to do that, but I can't do that because of that. Oh, yeah, I can't do that because of that.
Sounds like Paul's reached a deeper understanding of this game than I have.
Well, I've no tiles, so I
Okay.
can't place a tile.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I can't place a tile because I don't have a tile.
Okay, right.
So I'm going to play a card on. Oh, but then if I do, yeah, I'm going to play a card on its own. Right, Rob, you to reveal first.
Right, I am developing. Is that the right word?
Urbanizing.
Urbanizing. And
Urbanization.
H.
which is the double.
So
thing.
that moves to there.
Yeah.
That goes there. You put a resource on it.
Yeah.
It is under construction. And you activate that and that. So you get 1 point and 1 tile.
Right. Seems good.
And then the card gets discarded.
Yeah.
I think we've remembered everything this time. I'm playing that on its own. So I'm just going to take a tile.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because I didn't have any tiles. Pete,
Yeah, right, okay.
you people with tiles.
Should I have got a no? I should have got a bonus here, shouldn't I?
You should have.
Yeah, come on, pay
That's
attention.
yours. No,
That's not.
they're not yours.
I think Ilka D has said forgetting that completely ruin your game, so watch out for that.
Right. Yeah.
Right,
What's that?
forgetting your bonuses can ruin
Oh, yeah,
your game.
yeah, I can imagine that.
So I'm playing that.
If you build a building, you get to put the card in your tableau. Yes, if you urbanize, you get the resources on what tile is adjacent.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm building that one.
You're urbanizing.
Urbanizing that
Yeah.
one. I put my Keshi on there.
Yeah.
And that, what happens to that?
That gets discarded, but you activate the adjacent buildings.
So I get a
1 point.
I get a point for that. Have a point, please.
And you go,
So
have a
roll.
point and a resource.
And a resource. Excellent. And not forgetting my
You've
bonuses.
got
A
3.
tile, another Keshi, and another point.
There you go.
Thank you
Very
very
good.
much.
We all done?
Yep.
Pass cards. With that, and then I get a card. Pete, you get a card. The deck is empty. So we need blue 7. We need blue 18. So that's blue 7, blue 18. We need yellow 7 and 8. And yellow 17. My favourite one.
Yeah, it's broken, I think.
Totally broken, yeah, it's OP. Right, and then we reshuffle this.
Almost feel as I'm getting the hang of this. It feels.
This is a play immediately again afterwards if we have time.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to get played again. There you go.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do you want this back?
No, it's fine. Same ones.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, off we go.
Hmm.
Cool stuff is happening. These district bonuses at the end could be huge. Huge. Right. I've actually thought about this.
Wow.
Actually, yeah.
That's impressive.
So this building now, if somebody activates that, it
Take
gets
off the
2 points.
construction token.
I did.
Oh, we did.
I did. And if somebody activates this, they get 2 tiles.
Someone to get that.
Oh, you're actually thinking of the other cards. Yeah. Right. Me first?
Yep.
So I am building over red 2. So red 2 goes in here. I build it over, so it's the same colour and a higher number, so it doesn't cost me anything.
And you put 2.
And I put 2 on it because it's now level 2. And because I've overbuilt, I get these 2 things, which is a point and a tile.
Very nice.
Okay.
And that's it.
So my card is the 2 of points.
2 of yellows.
2 of yellows.
And you're
And
overbuilding it
I'm
with
overbuilding it with the 6 of yellows. So
Yep.
I put 2 barrels on it.
2 barrels on it.
And
And you get that card.
that card.
We do need a construction token on the one
Yeah.
I've just built and the one you've just built.
And so I get another tile. And I put that there.
So when you urbanise, you get
Do I
a huge amount of bonuses.
Do I get any other?
No,
I don't get any more points or anything for.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Urbanisation. Are you done?
Yep.
I'm also urbanising.
Urbanizer.
On E, so that moves to there.
E becomes 18 yellow.
You activate that and that, which
Okay.
get you 2 resources.
Yep.
And you put a resource on it,
And I get a bonus resource. for
and you get a
urbanising.
bonus resource.
Urbanizer. He was a character from the Bristolian version of Charles Dickens.
Really?
Urbanizer Scrooge.
I thought it was the latest film with Arnold Schwarzenegger in, wasn't it?
Urbanizer.
The Urbanizer. Right,
Okay, so pass those
pass
on.
the cards along. And then in player
Take a
order, we all
card.
get to draw a card.
Grab one of those. Okay. Ooh. Ah,
Ooh.
don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. Have some of that.
I was going to ask a question, and then I realised that the game mechanisms don't allow it to happen.
Right.
What happens if I build over this?
Did we need to take the construction?
No. You can't build over that, because that card is not in the game yet. The yellow 6 is still here. It's
Right.
not been added here,
Yeah.
therefore nobody's got it. Therefore nobody can build over this,
Because you can't play the yellow.
because you
six.
can't play the yellow 6.
Okay.
Clever.
Right.
It is very clever, isn't
It
it?
is very clever.
There's a lot to like about this game.
So when you do build over something,
Yep.
it gives you bonuses for the neighbours? Or
No.
not? No, it doesn't.
No,
You just build, you
urbanising-
just build the floor. And that's
Yeah,
it.
you build the floor.
Okay. Yeah. Not sure it's so good now. get when you do the this thing.
Yep.
You get.
That's when you get the adjacent bonuses.
Equal to the level.
Equal to the level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Don't forget that exploiting can be great if the tile that the card on is level 2 or 3. Yes. Which is just playing the card without a tile. Yeah, if I had the blue 18, playing it would get me 2 tiles. That's pretty good. Who's first?
Me.
Okay.
So let's do some of that.
Urbanising on K.
Urbanisation. I think is the word.
Yep.
So that goes there. That goes on the discard pile.
It does.
And
You
I
gain
get
2 tiles.
2 tiles.
And you put a resource on
I
there.
put a resource on there.
And that is...
Then I get another tile.
Yeah.
Another resource. And
2
points.
Have you got a 1?
I have. Thank you very much.
Okay.
That's my go.
Right, I'm playing this thing.
Jeffrey's saying Pearl Games is in existence. And the game was recently reprinted. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Pearl Games did announce that they were closing down a couple of months ago. It was recently reprinted, yes, but Pearl Games have put out an announcement a couple of months ago that they are unfortunately stopping.
So I get 2 tiles and a point.
Well, you activate building number 1,
Oh, okay. So that's
which gets you 1
1
tile,
tile. Yep.
and then you get a tile and a point.
Okay.
And then the
Okay,
card
on
gets
you.
discarded.
That
Okay.
card gets discarded, or does it go on your pile?
That card gets this. It only goes into your pile if you overbuild it,
Oh,
because you're removing that building from the game.
Yep.
Right, I am urbanising on F, which is here. So I can go that way or that way. Let's go that way. Urbanising on F. I get a point for that and a point for that. So I'll take 3. Give 1 back. I'll put a resource there. Put a construction token there. And then because I urbanised, I get 2 resources. End of the round. Pass cards on.
I haven't quite got all this in my head.
at what stage do we take the construction?
When the deck runs out.
When the deck runs out, yeah, of course.
We get
Rob, you are the
cards.
new first player. You get a card. I get a card. Pete, you get a card.
Cards.
Right. This board is starting to take shape.
Wow.
Oh, if only I had a tile. Has anybody got a card ability we haven't explained yet? No, they haven't. Okay. That's good.
Let's see what this does.
Yeah, it's all a bit rubbish. And play that card on its own.
I think you're forced to do that, aren't you, eventually, because you run out of resources.
Well, I've got loads of resources. It's tiles I don't
Oh,
have.
okay. Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Things that you
Things,
can use to
items.
build. Yeah.
So you're first player.
So you put your 3 remaining cards underneath that first player card.
Oh, okay.
Just so we don't...
So we keep track of who's
Yeah.
going to be first player.
Up you go.
So I'm going to build. I'm probably helping orange.
So you're building over blue 18
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
with blue 14.
Yeah.
So first thing that happens is those get returned to you,
Thank you.
and you get 1 point for each resource returned.
So I get 2 points.
So you get 2 points.
Okay. Probably a mistake.
Then, because you're putting a lower number on,
Ah.
you lose a point.
Okay.
Just the 1 point, not
Right.
the number.
Yeah, you lose it. That's it. So that then goes on there.
That's probably a bad move, isn't it?
But
You now put 3 of your guys.
building number 18 is now yours.
Right. The power is mine.
And that is a level 3 building.
Yep.
Right.
So that ability is... If anybody can guess, it's an end of game bonus, and it's 2 points for each card with an urbanizing bonus that you have in front of your screen, including your character cards.
Okay. So yeah, it doesn't really. That probably wasn't a very good move, but
Well, we're learning.
yeah. Put 2 points more than I had previously.
Yes, exactly. And in this district, you have 3 pieces.
Yeah.
So you are in the lead of this district right now.
Right.
I'm going to play this card, and I'm going to take a tile. So,
I'm going to overbuild.
apparently, you need to pay the difference in points.
That's what I thought you said.
Okay, did I say that earlier?
I need 3 more.
Wow, okay.
Oh,
Apologies for that. I thought it was just 1 point.
that was a terrible
No, I
move.
thought you said it earlier on.
Right.
Terrible move. Gosh, actually, it would have been better off playing this thing.
Yeah, difference in points.
What if I changed
Change it quickly.
that one?
Yeah.
I think.
So you're putting a 9. Oh, well, no, because if you... Oh, you mean you're putting it over here? Yeah, okay.
No, that changes everything. Ignore that.
Well, no, you can.
I'll stick with it. It's all right.
You can. We can change it.
Pete needs to take his points back then. Doesn't
Yeah,
he?
Pete loses 2 points.
Sorry.
And we put those...
Okay.
Put those 2 back on here.
And this.
And you get that one
Oh, no,
instead.
but this is also bad, isn't it? Because it's negative.
No. You're putting a 14 over a 9.
Okay.
So we're all good.
Right. Yeah.
And you keep the 9 card,
Yeah.
which is one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
Much
a lot
better. So you don't lose the points. Did you take your points back?
I'll take 4 points back.
4 points.
Yeah. It was 14 on an 18.
Oh, so you spent the 1, then you spent another 3,
Yeah.
and then you took it back. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
Thanks. Sorry about that.
That's all right. We're learning.
Yeah.
Is that it? Have you had your go, Pete?
I have, yes.
So we're done. So we pass some cards.
Draw a card. Who
I
goes?
get a card.
No,
you
I
get a
that
card. Right.
Then,
So, do you want to shout them out and I'll find them?
so yellow 6,
And I'll give them to Rob.
blue 20, blue 14, red 5,
Red 5.
standing by.
Stand by.
Has to be said.
Yeah.
Yellow 18 and yellow 10.
Wow.
Go get in Porkins or something. I can't remember.
It came from behind. Yeah, this board is it's starting to look quite nice now, isn't it?
So I take 1 as well.
Okay.
Oh, and I should have taken my bonus.
For
Placing that tile
you
on
put
there.
a 9 onto a right. Okay. Oh, okie dokie. Right. So
One last thing.
Yep.
I should have got a tile. And I placed a level.
did you? Oh, you didn't get that one.
No.
But you should have taken a tile
Yeah.
for that one. Yep. Right. So what do we want to do here? Let's... Ooh. Let's do that.
Mhm.
Blue 14 is level 2. Yes, that's level 2. Good spot.
Yeah, you moved 3 from there.
It was going to be
Thank
3,
you,
but it's
thank you.
actually 2. Okay, right. So I'm urbanizing on J, which is here.
Oh.
So I gain a tile and another tile. And then because I urbanized, I get 2 resources. Put a resource on there and I discard. Oh, we needed 7, didn't we? I think that's right. Urbanized, got the bonuses, moved the thing, did the thing. Not got many of these. That's because I've not been building over much.
Mm.
But I will. Hey,
Okay. let's do that on A.
Urbanising on A. So A can move either that way or that way.
Let's go this way just to be annoying to me because it's in the way of my stuff. So I'll put that there.
Yeah, so you activate that, which gets you a point.
Yep. Oh, and I also get stuff.
And you get all of that stuff.
Whoa, one of those, and one of those, and two of those. So I can give you a 1 for a 3. Thank you.
We do have 3s.
That's my go.
Construction token on yellow 20.
Yes.
Yes, that's me.
Construction token on that one.
Construction token of foot, and you need to put a resource on it.
Do I need to put the resource on it before I claim these?
I
Because
think
if I
so.
don't have any in hand,
Oh, no. Place it, yes.
right?
Yeah, you only get the bonuses in step 4. Sorry, you get the orthogonal things in step 4, and you get your bonuses in step 5.
Okay.
I don't know what happens if you make an illegal placement. Like, you reveal it, and then you can't do it because you don't have the resources. It's probably in the rules somewhere.
Earn the derision of your peers.
Yeah, we all mock you for the rest of your days.
Right, so
You are building over blue 7.
blue 7, which already has somebody on it.
Me!
So you get that point. You get a point.
I get a point. I'm going to give in 4 points and take a 5.
With the same colour, a higher number. So
Yep.
that's
Doesn't cost you anything.
Put 2.
So you put 2 resources on it. And you gain that card as a permanent bonus. And you activate those 2
These.
abilities, which is
So
2
you
tiles
don't
and a
get
point.
stuff from there and there.
No, that's only if you
2 tiles
urbanize.
and a number. No.
Of course.
Right, we pass along.
Yep.
Draw cards. A
Thank
card. Have a card.
So,
Okay. Right. So I had a plan. I think I had a plan. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
seems to be failing at the plan.
We're just pretending we know what we're doing to psych you out, Rob.
No. Yeah. Yeah, the decisions are nice in this. Yeah, there is an expansion. Breeze in the chat. Hi, Bree. Thank you for joining in. I found out earlier on today that there was an expansion for this. I don't have the expansion, but there were a few modules used. I've completely forgotten about this.
We use it now.
New hand. So Rob's giving up 2 points at the end of the game to discard your hand and draw 4 new cards. Yeah, completely forgot about that.
Ginkgopolis, the Experts expansion.
Yes.
Is
I think I may have to look into that. And I have to give a shout out as well to Mark Thomas. Mark suggested that we play with a variant rule today because he said it makes the game a lot better. But having asked about it on the Slack channel this afternoon, everybody said don't use it for your first game. So we'll have a look at it at the end of this playthrough, but there is a rule Mark suggested that makes the game a lot better. And it was included in the expansion. And I'm thinking this is fine for now, but I will go back to see what that rule was. First player is... Who's the first player?
I think it was.
So it's me at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. So off you go.
Okay. I'm doing a bit of K-ing.
So you're urbanising. North or west?
Oh, good question. Let's come this way for a change.
So you put it there.
We can't go that way because J's in the way.
Because J's in the way. Typical J, getting in the way.
Fine.
So you get a tile for adjacency bonus. Put a resource on it.
Then
And you get all of those things
I
again.
get a tile, I get a resource, and I get a
2 more points.
I can give you a 3 for 5.
5.
Thank you very much.
And then you discard
discard
the
that.
card.
So I'm not adding to here. I only add to here if I stack
If
something
you
on top of.
overbuild.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay. So I'm doing this one. That goes here.
Goes there.
There's only one place it can go out.
Yep.
Without, sorry, only one place it can go, which is outward.
You
The
pop a
only
resource
way-
on it.
The only way is up,
I've,
maybe.
I've earned the derision of my peers.
So we have this.
Unless I can get that.
No. Right. So we need to scour the rulebook for what happens if somebody can't do the thing. Unless anybody in the chat knows. If you play a card and a tile, but you don't have the items necessary to place the tile, take the tile back, put it behind your screen, and perform the action as if you just played the card.
Okay.
So,
Alright, so that's actually right.
Take that back.
so that goes back, there goes there. So you
Uh,
could use it as a bluff.
Yes.
And instead, you just get either a resource or a tile.
I'll take how many.
But then you get all of
Yeah,
these.
that's probably what I should have done. Anyway.
2 tiles and 2
2
points.
tiles and 2 points.
Nice. And then the card gets discarded. And I'm building over yellow 17, because we don't like yellow 17.
Well, what's wrong with yellow 17?
It smells.
No.
So we're returning them to Rob.
Thanks.
And you get 2
It's
points.
2 points.
I'm putting
Marvellous.
red 19 over yellow 17. So it costs me a resource, because it's wrong colour, grommet.
Oh, right.
And then I put 3 on there
And a
with a
crane.
construction token, which means I get that. So that is an end game scoring.
Cool.
For every one of those abilities I have, I get 2 points.
Yes.
And because I overbuilt, I get a point and a tile.
Okay. It feels like we're roughing towards the kind of.
Are we passing? I think we are passing.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Rob, take a card.
Thank you.
I will take a card.
And I'll take the last one.
Oh, that can...
Now, is it when the deck runs out, or is it when the deck runs out and you need to draw a card? Anytime if the deck is exhausted. So we do it now.
Okay.
Right, you want to shout them out?
Blue 4.
Yeah, and
Blue
12
13.
and 13.
Yeah. And now yellow 20. And red 19.
So they go in there. And then we reshuffle. And then we remove 7. Yep. Okay, got it. Oh, it's on Board Game Arena? Uh-oh. No sleep for me tonight. I didn't realise this was on Board Game Arena.
Oh.
I assume it will be without any of the expansions, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Where are we up to? Rob, you're the first player. Ooh, what the heck? I've got a card and I don't know what it does. Okay, I have worked out what it does. That is very simply worth 9 points at the end of the game if you've got it in your display. But it means overbuilding a 20.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so. This is so clever. Now, I get... I don't know if I got this. Did we get blue 12? We did get, I'm sure, yeah, we got blue 12. I found that one first. I don't know if I got these bonuses when I built that there. I don't think I
I
did.
don't remember you taking them.
No, I don't think I did. So I'm going to point in a tile. Right, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So,
So if you put a tile on top of a tile that's a different colour, it costs you
cost you a resource.
1 resource. Oh.
Yeah, played. Okay, apparently the expansion is generally not considered a must-have. Oh, it's in beta. Right, okay, well, that's fine. And yeah, area majority. I am looking at the area majority. So at the moment, I'm winning this red district. Second place is tied between you two. So I think it goes on the number of the building. Or does it go on a height next? Hang on. That should have 2 resources on. There you go.
It's me first.
You first.
Well, I'll continue the trend of not knowing what I'm doing.
Okay, so you're building over yellow 8.
Yes. So orange
Which is
gets
this. Orange gets 1 point.
I'll go here.
Yeah, so you have to pay a resource because it's a different colour.
Yeah.
But it's a higher number.
Yeah.
So you don't have to lose any points.
Pay a resource.
And then you have to put 2 on it.
Yeah.
And you gain that ability.
Yeah.
And you gain all of those.
Yeah. 2 tiles and 1 point.
I am building over the blue 20
Ooh.
with a blue 15.
Okay.
Wow.
So you get a point. I lose 5 points.
Ooh.
Then you gain 9.
But I gain that, which gets me 9 points at the end of the game.
That's +4.
Who knows whether that was a good move or not? Let me know if that was a good move. Not.
So I'm effing.
Effing. East or south?
That way. And I put a guy on it.
You do, and you activate this, which gets you a point.
Yep. Points are good.
And you activate all of these.
I get a tile.
Oh, and I should have got. I did this again. I forgot
barrel,
again.
And 2 more points. Okay.
We all done?
Yep. Thank you.
Right. So what we're going to do now? Oh, I should have waited. Should have waited. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Should have got order.
And don't forget, you can just play the card as a building to exploit it. Oh, this needs a thing on it, doesn't it? As does the 15. You doing it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I am urbanizing here.
Ooh.
So we'll send that way. I put one of these on it.
And a construction.
And a construction. I get 2 points and 2 tiles.
Nice. Very good.
2 points, 2 tiles. I then get these bonuses, which is 2 resources, and then I discard that.
Okay. Eyes. Front.
And yes, Elgoy is just reminded us that once this stack runs out, we can sell our tiles back there for 1 point each.
So that goes there.
Yep. Put a resource on it. You get 2 tiles and a point.
And tile,
A
barrel,
resource.
and
2 more points.
2 more points. If I give you 3, can you give me 5?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You done?
Yep.
And that gets discarded.
Yep.
So I'm just going to play this 19.
So you activate that,
Yeah.
and you get 3 resources.
Yeah.
And then all of those.
Yeah.
2 tiles and 2 points. 1 tile left.
Yeah. I'm not sure it's in my interest to end the game right now. I think I should maybe hasten my demise.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
Yep. Go.
Rob, you get a card.
There you go.
Oh, I get a card. Right. So the tiles are about to run out.
Yeah.
Tricksy Hobbits is.
So if I wanted to put a yellow on top of that to make a stack of 3, I'd need
Yep.
to commit 3 resources.
Plus the 1 because it's
Plus
a
the
different
1
colour.
because it's different, and then, only then do I get those 2 back. So
Yeah.
I can't use either of those 2 to pay that extra cost.
I believe so. Let's just check the order. Sequencing. So it is place the tile. Oh, no. Right. The first step is return the resources present on the building designated by the card to their owner.
Okay.
And then you place the tile and pay the costs. So I think you do get them back.
Okay.
And then you can use them to pay for.
That's nice to know.
That's the way I would rule it. If anybody knows any difference.
And there's something back to here, or voluntary thing, or does
Yeah.
it just happen?
Yeah, voluntary.
Okay.
Right.
I can do it any time.
No, it's when it runs out.
Okay.
Where's that? That's there. Oh, but I don't want to do that because of that. Oh. Do I want to do that? Ah.
So if I want to get if I just play a card on its own, so let's
You-
just say I play the 6 yellow card.
You gain 2 points.
I gain 2 points for that. So when do I get the orthogonal bonus? It's only when I play
Urbanizing.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I've got real choices now. As opposed to non-real choices. That just seems a weak move. Definitely not going to do that. Or that. That seems a terrible move. And I don't have the resources for that. So,
That's one
oh,
of your flips.
I could. No, I could do. Yeah. You want to do that or that one? Let's do that one.
Okay.
You're overbuilding red 1 with red 4. So you gain red 1. And you gain those 2 bonuses.
Barrel. Is it a tile?
See what we did there.
That was the last tile.
So, when the supply of tiles is exhausted for the first time, each player can add as many tiles to the game as they wish. We simultaneously prepare a group of tiles behind our screens, then reveal those tiles simultaneously. You get 1 point per tile revealed. All of the revealed tiles are mixed together face down to form a new supply. Now, what happens if none of us put any tiles in?
Game ends.
I guess so. Which seems odd. As soon as one of those 2 conditions is met, finish the current round and the game is over. The game ends even if the player who has placed all of their resources ends up retrieving them due to another player's action. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't say, but I assume that if nobody puts any tiles in, the game ends. Yeah, game ends. Okay, so take your tiles secretly. Decide how many you want to put in. Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm putting 2 in.
2.
5. So you get 2
We
points.
get to see them, don't we, before we shuffle?
Don't think so.
So can you say reveal them?
I get 2 points. No, reveal the ones that you.
Okay. Reveal how many?
Shuffle
Yeah.
those all up.
And you get 5. Go. Right, now that was in the middle of your go, wasn't it, Pete?
Yes.
Did we do
I
everything?
placed those, and I think I got my bonuses because I get the last 3.
And that was
I
the last
taking my bonus, which took the last tile.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have got a tile otherwise, would I? For placing that. Okay, so that's my go.
Okay. So the game's going to last a bit longer. Although we're taking tiles pretty quickly. So you're urbanising in G. Is G going east or south?
I'll make it go south.
South. So you gain 2 points for adjacency bonuses.
Yeah.
And you put a resource on there. And then you get this.
Yeah, which is 2 points.
2 points and another resource.
Another resource.
And then you discard the G card. I am building over yellow 3 with yellow 14. It doesn't cost me anything. And I put 2 resources on it. I gain this, but I gain these bonuses first. So I get a point and a tile. I gain that. Okay.
So I draw.
You now draw. Then I draw. Pete draws, and the deck is empty. So we're adding in, what are we adding in? Blue 11, blue 19, blue 15, blue 8, yellow 16, red 4, red 13. I don't think we're going to have any more added in. That's quite a few.
Yeah. As the game goes on, these get less likely to be drawn, don't they?
Yeah. Okay. And who's first player? Rob. Just noticed these roads line up on the blue ones. In fact, they'd line up on all of the others if we had them. Possibly. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, off we go. So,
So if I just play a card, I get
what's on the tile? Yeah,
what's on the tile.
yeah. Unless it's an urbanisation card, in which case you get what's printed in the bottom right.
And red is resources.
Red is resources. Yeah. Do I want to play a card that's going to cost me 6 victory points? Probably not. Probably not. Do I want to play that? That's going to get me that. No. Do I want to do that? That's going to get me that. Oh. Yes. Was yellow 14 added to the deck? I think yellow 14 was added to the deck. No, it wasn't. Should yellow 14 have been added to the deck? Apologies. Well spotted, Gareth.
So, my go.
I will look at the chat now and again. Yeah, lots of people are telling me about the crane on 14. Thank you, chat. Got it in the end.
I get a tile.
You get 2 tiles.
2 tiles.
If you've just played that, yep, 2 tiles. And then all of that.
So that's 2 tiles.
2 points.
That game is nearly over.
Okay, and you discard the card. I am urbanising on B. So I get a tile and a resource. And then I put a resource on there along with that. And because I urbanised, I get 2 resources.
Okay.
Please don't end the game.
Going to J.
Urbanise on J. So you get a tile and a point.
And then I
You
get
pop a thing on it.
a tile, a resource, and 2 points.
So you got 1.
A resource. Thank you.
Right. So there's 1 tile left. This might end up being the last turn of the game.
We can put more in, can't we, again?
No, no, no. It's only when it runs out a second time.
Oh, okay.
It is over.
Oh,
Now draw a card.
What happens if you need to draw one and you can't?
You don't get one.
Okay. Seems a bit harsh.
Yeah.
oh, come on. That's ridiculous.
So, bearing in mind, this is probably the last turn of the game. What do I want to do? Ooh. Ah.
Oh, that's makes sense.
Okay. Right. So think about this. Yeah. Okay. No. That or that. Oh. Don't know what that does. I can guess what that does. But I lose that, but I gain that. Yeah. No, but yeah, but... Okay.
All right.
Not quite there, sorry.
Yeah, it's a 3x game. Expand, exploit, and exterminate. Yeah, can see that. Just for the fun of it, we're going to zoom in on this board and see.
One of 4 types of 3x games.
Yeah, board's looking pretty good. Reset. So, right. So, I'm the first player. I am building over yellow 10 with yellow 12. So I get that back. Don't get any points for that, but I do put 2 on the new building. And I get this. So this is at the end of the game. I get 1 point for every resource I have on a yellow building.
Oh, seems good. Good.
And
And that's me done.
did you collect any?
Oh, and I overbuild. So I get 2 points and a tile. Game's over.
Dear.
I'm going to place that there.
So you gain 3 tiles. You can't have 3 tiles. You do get your urbanisation bonuses, which is 2 points.
So,
And a resource.
which probably doesn't make any difference at this stage. All right. Okay.
And you need to put a resource on there. And I need to put a resource and a crane, and I need to put a crane on there. Not that it matters.
Okay.
Last go of the game.
So I'm building over this 13. Cost me a point.
Are you building over blue 13?
It's this one.
I've messed up. Could I have done red?
Do you want to do something else?
Those are the cards I just.
Sorry. Could I? No, I couldn't put it.
You want to add a yellow into here, did you?
Yeah, I can't
So
do it.
have you got any of these?
9, 4, 18, 14. No.
Okay, you want to change your mind? Because that's not going to get you much.
No. Sorry about that. So I could try.
Urbanising gets you 2 points.
Yeah. Or I could build an eye.
If you urbanise an eye,
I get 1 resource on there. Does that change my total? Because this is a big area. I don't think it does. does it?
blue.
Yeah.
It is a big area, isn't it?
But I only have 5 in it. Whereas now, but black has 5 and orange has tons. So I don't think it's going to make a difference because orange is way ahead.
But if it's a tie between us two, the second place is still going to get a lot.
You've got 6 actually.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've got
But if it was a tie,
5 already. So it would be a tie, I think. Yeah.
in case of a tie, the player with the tallest building has the advantage.
No, it's easy. I'll just go there.
What's that going to get you though?
So I can't build there with a blue. So I don't have blue.
That just gets you lots of tiles.
Yeah.
Oh, right. To then get a thing on it.
But I don't have a blue thing. That's the thing.
If it's still a tie, the player with the tallest building showing the highest number in the district will get it. So I've got a 15. So that would break the tie over the 14.
Yeah. But I can't actually. I don't actually have a tile that would be suitable to increase that.
Oh,
thing.
right. You don't have a blue tile.
No.
Yeah. So you need to put a yellow here or a yellow. If you can put a yellow here, here, or here, or here, then that's actually turning that into a district. If that would help.
No, it's 2 sort of. Sorry about this.
Well, what cards have you got? Oh, what tiles have you? Yeah, you got lots of tiles.
Yeah. I don't think there's much I can do.
No. Well, if you built over here, you'd put 3 resources on it, and therefore, with a red, and therefore you would have 4 resources in this district, which ties, but you'd have the taller building.
Yeah. Ties for second.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it cost me a point to do it. It's a different colour.
It costs you a resource.
Yeah.
So do you have 4 resources?
3.
Yeah, you'd need 3 to put on the
Are you
building.
building over that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Or I
you get
could.
those 2 back.
Oh, they're yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
so
2
you-
back,
so you
you
can
get
do
2
it.
points.
Yeah.
You then got.
No, you don't. You don't get the points if it's your own.
Or I
do you
could
not?
build over
Okay.
16.
If you've got a red 16. So yeah, you could build over red 16 with a red 17.
But that doesn't really help, does it?
Well, the problem with that is, oh no, yeah, because it does, because it's the higher number. So that would work.
Right.
Either or.
And I can use the right colour as well.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so you build over red
I
16.
get this back straight away. Put that there.
Yeah. Oh, and that's another end game scoring card that gets you 6 points. So that's
Oh.
perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
So construction token, 2 resources.
Right. Oh, thanks, guys.
That goes there, and we're done.
That's not. That's
Yeah,
scratch, it's game scoring.
Okay.
So yeah, we're done. Right.
Thanks for the help. I'm probably going last anyway.
Points. So first of all, points earned during the game. I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 11 points during the game.
We had more than that.
Well, I spent 5 when I did
Mm.
an overbuild thing.
Well, I have 25.
Barty's saying that you're still 3rd in the red block. Are you? Oh, you are.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he didn't help.
28.
Sorry, because I was thinking that was...
Yeah. Doesn't help, does it?
No, you needed that extra resource to build there
Mm.
so that you then had 4.
Mm.
But you didn't have the resource, did you? Or did you?
I'd only had 3, I think. Oh, but I would have had 4. If
Yeah. Okay, well, let's just do that.
Yeah,
Let's
but then it's
put-
not going to get that.
No, you put that one there.
It's not going to get that end of game scoring card, that tile card that gets him 6 points.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you.
We'll probably
That's
just
probably
have
better,
to...
isn't it?
I think so.
Nice. Thanks, Billy.
Right, so points earned during the game. So I got 11,
28.
28, 25.
25.
It's pretty good. Right, those from cards with an end game bonus. So this one is 1 point for each one of my resources on a yellow tile. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are some 5s, aren't there? Yeah, that's fine. This one is 9 points, so I'll just take a 10. And this one is 2 points for each card I've got with that ability, which is 2 points.
Is it 2
Sorry,
points each?
4 points. Right, Pete, your end game scoring cards.
None.
Rob,
I've got this one.
which is 6 points.
Yeah, thanks.
So you take 6 points.
Yeah.
2 success points for each unused hand token.
Should we just. Did anybody use any?
Rob used both,
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
so I get 4 points.
Get 4 points.
And then districts. So this is nothing because it's not a district
Has it?
because it's only 1.
Oh, it needs to be 2. Okay.
So this is a district. So this yellow district here has 1, 2, 3, 4 black
Mm.
and 3 pink.
Yeah.
So I score 1 point for each resource. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, gosh, that's a lot.
And second place scores points for their own resources. So
Right.
Rob, you score 3.
Gosh, I didn't realise how big.
This red district here, I've got 6. So I get 6, I get 14, I get 16 points. In second place, orange gets 4 points. Think we're doing this right. Next, we have this blue district, which is not that one, but it is all of this. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Rob, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And Pete, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you've got the most. So it's the total number in the district, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you get 15 points.
Wow. 220, 210.
That's all right. And Rob, your second place, you get 4 because you've got 4 in there. Yeah, I've only got 3.
It's a bit of a
No, I've got 4.
Yeah, but I've got the tallest. No.
No, I get that. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
We both have a level 2 building.
Yeah.
Mine's a higher number. Okay, it was 14 for red. So not 14 for red. Can I knock out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I take 14? Apparently I took 14. I don't know why. Maybe I counted that. Okay. Did I take 18? I don't think I took 18.
Put more back.
Well,
I remember taking 16,
Yes.
but where did I take 16 from? I remember at some point taking 16.
Yeah.
And it must have been for here. And it should have only been 12. So I'll put another 2 back.
It was 12.
There you go. I think we fixed it. No, I'm pretty sure I took 16 because I took a 10, a 5 and a 1. At some point in the scoring, I took 16. Anyway, I think that's it.
Yeah, I'll get my coat then. Pretty far behind, I think, again.
56.
Oh. 51.
34.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't have any end, and I had the option, and I was going to play that, but it would have cost me, because that would have given me end game scoring points, which was the difference.
Would have given you 4 points at the end of the
I
game.
could have gone there. It would have given me 4 points at the end.
Mm.
Well, actually, it may not have made much of a difference. It just felt at the time as though it would have done, but I didn't do it.
So I didn't get many points during the game.
Yeah, you got stacks here.
I got stacks here.
Yeah. I got a
That
few on.
I got 4, 13.
Another 4.
I got 17 points from end game scoring
Yeah,
cards.
that was huge.
But I did give up 5 points to get that.
Yeah.
But this district here that got me between 12 and 16 points,
Yeah.
depending on which day of the week it is. But then again, you got 15 points for this.
Yeah.
You took that one off me towards the end on 12.
Yeah. Yeah. The district scoring can be quite big. I think we got the scoring right.
This is brilliant. It's a really good game.
This is utterly fantastic.
It's very, very good.
There you go. Quick review. Utterly fantastic. Thank you.
Thumbs up. Double thumbs up.
So, as I mentioned, this game has been mentioned to me for at least 6 years. I mean, when did the game first come out? I can't remember. But so many people have mentioned this game to me for
So
ages.
Mindy's off the hook.
Mindy's off the hook. And then when Pearl Games announced that they were doing a sort of second edition of it, and I don't know what's different in this edition to the original edition, because Pearl Games used to be a client of mine, I wrote to them and said, any chance I could have a review copy of it, because I've heard really good things about it. And then I did the unboxing in December 2020, and since then I've been wanting to get it to the table, and so many people keep recommending it to me. So I thought it was good, because everybody said it was good, but then when I read the overview of it, I thought this was going to be one of those abstract puzzles where every round you're looking for, got to analyse the board and work out what to do based on the board. It kind of is that a little bit, but because you've limited choice with the tiles that you've got on the cards,
Yeah.
if it was a game like Five Tribes where every single round you're looking at the entire board and having to work out what move to do, I don't like those games. But in this one, the limited choices made it really good.
Yeah.
Mechanically, I thought it was genius. I've not seen anything like it. I love the way that new cards enter the game, and I love the fact that when you overbuild, it builds up your engine. It's got engine building. It's got this. It's just brilliant. It is very, very... And I can see all of the people that love it, that say, oh, this is like in my top 5 games of all time. I can see now why.
Yeah. Makes sense. Iconography's good. Art's good. Easy to read.
It's
Easy
clean.
to play.
There's 3 things. There's get tiles, get points, get resources, but it's the clever options between...
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't really playing a card just to get the bonus, because I didn't have any of these, whereas Rob was.
Yeah.
Because you've got
I should have done
those.
more, probably.
I thought you were falling behind because you didn't have the tiles, and you didn't have the cards. You didn't.
No.
I'm surprised that you kind of It was all about those.
It is that level 3.
Yeah.
That level 3 tile there and those 2 level tiles there got me those district scorings, but also, yeah, the end game points. And this was quite good. Every time I build over, I get 2 points when I remember it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I did.
I'm really glad.
I'm really glad we played it.
I must admit, at the beginning, when you said it's a game called Ginkgopolis.
Ginkgopolis.
Ginkgopolis. What's that all about?
What is that about?
What on earth? Stupid name. I don't know, but it's amazing. It's a terrific game. It's really good.
Ginkgo biloba, that's like a medicine that my mum has, I think.
Rob, thoughts?
Yeah, I will play again. I think I probably was quite slow to pick up on how the mechanics work, so I didn't really feel like I was invested in it. But I think if I played it again, I would enjoy it more and maybe give a better assessment. Yeah.
And you draft the characters at the start of the game.
Yeah.
So you'll get 4. You'll shuffle all the characters together. You get 4.
Yeah.
You draft them until you've got 3. Boom, they're your starting characters.
Makes it a bit more interesting.
Shall we have a look at the rule that Mark Thomas recommended? I've got it somewhere. Where have I put it? It was on the Gaming Rules Facebook page, which is here. So Mark says this. Will you be playing with the expansion or at least the keeper card variant? Strongly recommended. So it's Module 5 in the expansion, which was proposed on BGG 10 years ago. So it was one of these classic ones where it started out as somebody's house rule, and then it was such a good rule that it actually became an official variant.
You don't pass on all 3, you keep one.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. So this was suggested as a variant back in 2013 by Board Game Geek user Jotaro, that said, a buddy of mine insisted I post this small variant I came up with after playing a handful of games this past Sunday. We were talking about the lack of control players sometimes have turn to turn. So the solution is, every turn, instead of playing a single card from your hand and passing the remaining 3, you play 1, you keep 1, and pass 2. There you go. Simple house rule. And this has now become an official variant. So recently, this crops up now and again, but one of the Facebook groups that I'm a member of posted a thread recently to say, house rules, yes or no? And unsurprisingly, a lot of purists on there go, no, if you use a house rule, it is worse. It's this the worst sin ever. You're disrespecting the designer. You might as well burn the game. You are an evil person for using a house rule, right? Sorry if you think that, but that is complete and utter nonsense. Now, if you are going to generate a house rule to say, oh, we find the urbanisation action too weak, so whenever you do it, you get 10 points, right? That's a stupid house rule. And there are some house rules out there that are stupid and they break the game. But the house rules, which are really good suggestions, which then become official variants, that to me is evidence that house rules, and this is kind of going off topic a minute, house rules are a valid thing, and a lot of games are improved by house rules, and the proof of that is the fact that those rules then become official variants. So this was a random Board Game Geek user that 10 years ago proposed a house rule for this game that became an official variant. Some house rules that I have designed over the years have also become official rules changes to the game. So yeah, a lot of, when games get tweaked, start off as house rules that then spread, people play them, people find them more popular. So would we play with that rule next time?
Yes.
You'd definitely play with it.
Absolutely. There were a number of times when I was thinking, I've got cards here. I mean, I would have wanted to hang on to the game end score card,
right,
even though I needed to play something else in order to progress my hand.
You have to keep the card that you do you actually get to play the card that you keep? Is that the
well,
idea?
you keep it. So
it will be there.
You can keep it forever.
Oh, okay, right.
So if these are my 4 cards, I choose to play that one. And instead of passing those 3 to you, I'm going to keep that one.
I understand
Pass it.
that bit, but what do you do with this?
You keep it.
Well, this becomes part of your hand next turn when Paul passes 2 round.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to choose it. Yeah.
Okay. So let's look up, and the reason why I decided not to use the rule is people on Slack, so thank you very much for your input, said, where is it? So Rachel is saying she's only played a handful of times, never played with the variant, so her opinion shouldn't carry much weight, but the variant is popular with some people, but Rachel has never found a need for it just playing the base game alone. And Stevie says it seems that players might hold a valuable end of game scoring card, and when you first play in the game and you don't understand these cards, yeah, the game themes on known ownership and circulation, and this seems to go against those. So for experienced players that know the significance of the end game scoring cards, it feels like it plays into the long-term card counting. But yeah, I'm glad we didn't use it, but I can see why that would add an extra layer. I certainly tonight wouldn't have wanted that rule, because I would have had to make 2 decisions every time.
Slows the game down.
And it would slow the game when you're learning it.
Yeah.
And when you're learning the game, I don't think you need that variant, but I can absolutely see why people would use that variant.
There's a couple of times when I was out of resources and I drew a card that I really needed, and then I didn't have the turn to get the resources to then play that card.
Right.
And I had to pass it on, which means someone else could throw it in my position. So
Yeah.
it kind of like would have been a hate draft, I guess, and also an opportunity for me to play the cards I wanted, which I wouldn't have otherwise have done.
These 2 starting cards were good for me. Well, one was the character, but then I got this one. So I was urbanizing a lot early, because every time I urbanize, then I get 2 resources. So I'll say I never ran out of resources.
Yeah.
You know,
I was struggling with resources. I never managed to get a 3-level building because I just never had 3 resources, the ability to do that.
Yeah. So thumbs up from all of us.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely want to play this again.
Absolutely.
I will have to look to see where I can find the expansion. If you're in the UK and you know where I can get the expansion for this game, let me know, because I'm definitely interested in.
It scores as being a really good game, but also I think it's an easy game to teach.
Rules wise, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're experienced gamers, so we picked it up fairly quickly. But yeah, you're certainly not looking at a extensively long teach for it, and the depth comes in the gameplay. Yeah, which is great. Yeah, really, really good. Just before I disappear, I just wanted to say, obviously, this wasn't a sponsored stream. As you can tell, if you were watching at the start, where we opened the box and realised we don't actually have an English rulebook. Now we do have an English rulebook. So this video and a lot of the content that I create is only made possible thanks to the support of the Patreon. So a big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel. If you're watching this video and you do want to support the channel, you can do so. Patreon.com/gaming rules. As well as supporting me, you get access to exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, and access to the community Slack channel. I do a lot of videos that are not on the public channel, and I may be doing a solo playthrough of this at some point. If I do get a chance, probably not next week, but I am very keen on trying the solo mode for this, because apparently it is very good. And I will probably do that as a Patreon-only stream initially, just as an extra bonus. So yeah, big thank you to everybody. Thank you to you two for today.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We will see you all next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.